Happy Vlogmas, y'all! Today we're going to show you a holiday glam up. So for Christmas or even New Year's, we're going to show you how to really simply make yourself look extra glam. So Karaline is going to complete the glam look and do my hair in some kind of pretty style, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Kayla likes super simple. Her makeup that she wears just out to dinner, and the way we do her hair is really pretty, but she keeps her makeup super simple. Usually no lip and nothing super glittery on her eye. We're still not going to do like a dark smoky eye because that's not her. No. For her hair, we always just curl it and she wears it down. So I'm going to show you a little way to add like a little bit of extra, just something special for if you're going out.
So I hope you guys enjoy.
Here's Kayla's natural face. She has got her foundation on, which we will show you at the end. She has done her own brows. Those are pretty straightforward. She's got a really pretty natural brow going. It took years of letting them grow to give her a nice thick brow, but her brows are the way she likes them. She does have eyelash extensions on, so that does a lot of the work for us. I'm by no means an expert, but I can patch together a face super quick. So I'm going to show you real quick just how to highlight and contour, and then we're going to show you some tips and tricks for a extra glam eye that is not over the top. And I'm going to try not to stand in the way, but this is our first makeup tutorial, so it's going to be a learning experience. First of all, we have a Too Faced bronzer, and we are going to take the bronzer and we're going to apply it, push your hair back, underneath the cheekbones, on this side, and on this side. Also, to make your nose appear nice and slim, not that she has a fat nose or anything, we're gonna do bronzer on both sides of her nose. And then we are also going to do it along her hairline. I don't know why you do it along your hairline, but if you look at any diagram of how you do bronzer, it tells you to do it there. Then the next part I do know, you do a little bit under your bottom lip. You don't want enough that it looks like you have a soul patch, but you want to do enough that it looks like your lips are so pouty that it's casting a shadow, which she actually has really big lips, so that's not so much of an issue with her. The other thing, we're gonna pretend like she's me and she has a double chin. Put your head up. You want to do some underneath your jawbone, which she has a super pronounced jawbone. It would be way more noticeable of an effect if she didn't. We're going to highlight. Highlighting is really easy. You just think of everything that the sun touches. Same thing with painting. So all of the kind of high spots of your face, you want to highlight. So you want to highlight down the bridge of the nose, on top of the cheekbones, and again, if you had a fuller face or a double chin like me, you just want to accentuate the jawbone by putting highlighter there. Doesn't really apply to Kaylee, but we'll go ahead and put it there anyway. And then again, to make your lips look extra big, you just want to put a little bit right in the cupid's bow of your lip to kind of draw some extra attention. Last part of the face, we are going to do some blush. Pick a nice rosy color, and that is just going to go in between. You have your highlighter here, you have your bronzer here, and your blush is just kind of split the difference. And make sure you get it on the apples of your cheeks, makes your cheeks look nice and full. Okay, turn the other side. Okay. All right, and that is the face makeup.
Look way prettier.
Next, we are going to do eyes. We're going to use this palette that we received in our boxy. This color right here, we're going to do on the lid, and then we're going to use these two colors other places on her eyes. This will probably be her crease, and this we're going to use instead of eyeliner, but we're going to start with this one. And you can't quite see how glittery it is, but it's a really pretty champagne glitter. Pro tip, if you want your eyeliner to look nice and black, you do it last. Otherwise, if you do your eyeliner first and then you do all that eyeshadow, the fallout from the eyeshadow covers over your eyeliner. It makes it look dull.
I know nothing about makeup.
Another pro tip is if you're using really any eyeshadow, but especially glitter eyeshadows, is to get your brush a little wet first, and then when you pick it up, it's gonna make highly pigmented colors, and it's also less fallout. So for this, we are going to get the brush a little wet, pick up our color, and then we're gonna apply it to her eyelid. I'm gonna do it really carefully because she tells me that I'm too rough.
Just a little.
And if you're going for a holiday look, we do the same thing with getting the brush a little bit wet. We use that dark color that I just showed you and an angled brush. You're gonna use this angled brush dipped in water and then dipped in a really dark eyeshadow, and in this case it's a black sparkle eyeshadow, to do her top and bottom liner. Start with that. Dip your chin a little bit so I can still reach it. Now we have her glitter on her eyelid. We have got her faux eyeliner, which was actually dark eyeshadow, on the top and bottom. Now we are going to give her a little bit of wing with real eyeliner. We're gonna use liquid. So for the wing, she's gonna close her eye, and then you're gonna go from the corner of the eye, which is right here, and then draw yourself a little dot, go straight up like you're gonna make the wing, almost like your eyebrow and the wing would intersect. So I'm gonna make a little dot right here. Should also be the end of where this line right here, where you're gonna do your dark, where it ends, that's where your wing should end. So then we're just gonna draw a little wing straight out and then just connect it with what we have already done. And just get a pretty winged eyeliner. And then you can just blend it together on the bottom.
Y'all are getting to see all up in my pores.
So now we are just gonna add a little in the crease. And then right in that crease, we're gonna add just a little bit of that smoke color, heavier towards the outside.
Ooh.
Nighttime look, we need to darken up that one. So for the most part, her eyes are done. I am gonna give her the palette and let her put her own bottom mascara on, because if you can do your own, it goes a lot smoother than somebody else doing it for you. So another tip is Kaylee does not really like lipstick, and it's something that she skips a lot. But if you want something more dramatic, if you don't usually wear lipstick, the easiest way to do that is to add lipstick. Pro tip, do not wet your lips before you put lipstick on. That is something I literally just had to have her wipe her mouth off, because as soon as I said lips, she licked her lips because she's not used to wearing lip stuff. So we are just going to use a nude to line her lips, and then a nude gloss. And that is her finished lip. Before we show you her final look, I'll show you the products that we didn't show already. Her foundation, Heart brand, it's the Amazonian Clay full coverage foundation. It has SPF in it. Underneath her eyes, she used this LA Girl Pro Powder in Banana Yellow, just underneath her eyes. And then our favorite setting powder for all over the face is this Becca brand setting powder. For her brows, she just uses this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set in the color Warm Brunette. And that's it, and it just goes on with this little brush. You put it on with the angled end of the brush, and then you kind of comb it through for a more natural look with the spoolie end. So here is her finished look on her makeup. Close your eyes. Very pretty. Okay, so now that we are done with makeup, we are gonna move on to hair. For the last part of Kaylee's holiday glam up, we're gonna do her hair. We're gonna start by just curling her hair with a wand. This wand that we both really like is from Hot Tools. You can get that at Sally's. It's a little bit nicer than a wand that you would get at like Walmart, but there are lots of different wands that you can use. She just went through and brushed her hair really well. We are going to curl it all over, and then, pro tip, we're gonna let her hair cool down, and then she's gonna brush through for a really soft curl. So here we go. Curled, we are going to let it cool for a little bit, because if you start messing with those curls right away, you'll start pulling them out while they're still warm.
I'm just using a wet brush. If you want to see the curls up close, they're very tight, which is a really pretty ringlet effect. I just like something a little softer. So now that they're cooled off and you're not going to make it frizzy, I just gently brush through, and if you notice, it kind of just separates the hair. I personally prefer that look. It makes it look fuller, less intentional. I don't know what the right word would be. And if you're gonna be, I think she's gonna be doing a semi updo, so that will give her a little more body and not so much separation. But to me, that finished product looks way prettier than like the perfect ringlet curls. So now she's gonna do the updo.
I'm gonna do something pretty simple. It's just gonna look a little complicated. And that is gonna be kind of a braid around the back and have all of her hair off to the side. So to start out, we're gonna leave this piece loose, and then take this piece, we're gonna puff it up a little bit, and put a bobby pin in there. So
volume is important with updos. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave another little piece down, just kind of go in front of her ears. And then I'm gonna super loosely French braid this. French braid and pull them to give more volume and kind of a little bit of like an undone look. Finished do, and I will get the camera up close and give you guys a good view of how the back turned out. To get a nice thick brow.
Start that again because I dropped my phone. You could do that not so rough, Kaya. You're being real rough.
Okay.
No, you're like getting it in my eye. It is the Cupid's bow this?
Yes.
I didn't know that. So.
The little